Hello, good afternoon, wonderful people. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to be here this afternoon, well, evening. Today I'm coming your way quite late. I had a very busy day, very hectic um, morning and afternoon. So forgive me if I came your way too late. It's almost 4 p.m. out here in Northern Virginia, 4 p.m. EST. Okay, so today I have some tea for you guys. I have exciting um tea. I'm sorry, I was checking my email. As always, the emails don't stop. So we're going to be talking about some exciting things. So let's start. I just wanted to give you guys an update on the amnesty. I get a number of messages and inquiries about what's going on with the amnesty, what's going on with the documentation for 11 million undocumented immigrants. So I just wanted to pass by and give you guys the tea on what's happening now. And then I also have some good news at the end of this video. So guys, stick with me. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. You're welcome. Drop me a comment, show me some virtual loving. Let me know where you're connecting from, linking up from, how it's going. Okay, so what's going on currently is that there is what the Republicans are calling the border crisis. So they are just trying to say that there's just a lot of, I think we've discussed a lot this in previous videos that I've shared on this page. There is a mad rush at the US border, US Mexico border. Like, people are trying to come into the US because of President Biden, because they feel like, oh yeah, President Trump is gone. He was the one who hated immigrants, but President Biden is more welcoming and he wants to give amnesty. So a lot of people, thousands and thousands of people, are at the border trying to come into the US. And so that's what is happening. And there are just so many people that it's causing what the Republicans, of course, are calling the border crisis. And according to them, they don't want any more voting or any more immigration reform until the border crisis is resolved. And so they're saying that the border crisis has to be resolved. Okay. And forgive me, I'm just trying to pull up something here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so the Republicans are saying they don't want, any more voting or any other thing until the border crisis is resolved. And so apparently there are just thousands and thousands of little children who are at the border. Let me read some comments. I saw some really funny comments here. So, hello, Isa Fatawu. I love your day. How are you? Thank you for joining. Isa says, hello, Isa. Janet, I'm just laughing. Hey, lawyer, checking in from Maryland with my cup of tea. Good job. I have mine here as always, guys. We're sipping and spilling and boiling out here with the law. So, stick with me. We have a few interesting things to talk about this evening. So yeah, so as I was talking about, we have the border crisis. So the Republicans, which is the party that is on the other side, so President Joe Biden is a Democrat. The other side are saying that, look, there's just a border crisis. Everybody wants to come into the US and they're blaming President Joe Biden for what they're calling the border crisis. And they're saying that, look, until you reform or you bring policies that address this border, we're not going to allow you to move forward with your immigration reform, because the border crisis, according to them, has to be resolved. Okay. So they're saying that it's as a result of President Biden's policies, and there's just a lot of children who are being left there by parents, and they're coming unaccompanied, and it's just very troubling. And just about a few days ago, well, I'll say maybe about last week, President Joe Biden appointed Kamala Harris to be in charge of the border crisis. And just a few days ago, after that appointment, Kamala Harris came out to say that she wasn't in charge of the border crisis. She was just in charge of addressing the root causes of migration. And okay, so both President Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have promised that they want to go visit the border and see what's going on out there. Like, who are the people coming? There are facilities that are there to house some of these immigrants coming in so that they're in a secured place, but it's just an upsurge. There are just so many people. So President Harris and Kamala Harris and Joe Biden said they're going to visit, but they haven't given hard dates, and people are annoyed with them. Like, look, this border crisis, according to them, is real. People are coming in. Can you protect us? Can you solve it? Kamala Harris said, you know what? I'm not in charge of the border crisis. I'm just in charge of the root causes of migration. And remember that we talked about root causes of migration, the U.S. Citizenship Act. They're saying that, the root causes of migration are poverty, corruption, gangs, and a number of other things in Mexico and and other countries, and those are the things that force people to come. And so if Americans are able to address the root causes, if President Joe Biden's government is able to address the root cause of migration, then they would not have too much of a burden trying to solve the issue of illegal immigrants, because according to them, that is where the problem is coming from. So they want to seal that and then be able to handle illegal migration or the undocumented immigrants who are coming into the United States. Okay. So remember also that a couple of weeks ago, there was great news. The American Dream Act and the Promise Act and the Farm Workers Modernization Act were all passed in the House. We're waiting for Senate to pass. We're waiting for Senate to also pass this. To vote on the bill. But again, this border crisis argument keeps coming up that, look, it will just be tone deaf to vote on immigration reform when we haven't addressed the border crisis. So I think that it has to be a priority so that people will, the senators and everybody else will feel confident in voting to help undocumented immigrants. Again, a recap on the dignity proposal that the other side Republicans introduced last week, which made the focus of any type of immigration reform border security. So they are also advocating that, look, we want and need border security before we give a worker's visa to undocumented immigrants for 10 years and then let them do a redemption program for 5 years and see if they can, be penalized, pay something into the American Business Fund and all of that. That's all for undocumented immigrants. Today is actually a very short video. I'm hard pressed for time, so we're just, doing a quick catch up, sipping our tea and just having fun out here. Guys, drop me your comments. I'll read them soon. And then the final thing, the good news I actually have for you guys. So let me pull this up here. Today I'm not sharing my screen, but I have it right. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me. I actually, okay, good. I found it. I thought I had lost the document, but I found it. Okay. So just today, news came out that there's a practice alert. So USCIS has begun to invite people who, apply for an adjustment of status and had their forms rejected. So the I-485, people had applications, I-485 that they submitted that were rejected. And now the good news is that USCIS has actually started sending out invitations for resubmission. So if you had an I-485 that was rejected based on certain grounds, they're telling you that, send another application. Okay, so here are the parameters to look out for. So if you've had any type of I-485 adjustments or status application that was rejected, here is what you need to look out for in the mail. So let me see. I want to see which part to read out. Let me just turn it's unfortunate that I'm not sharing my screen today, guys. I just I couldn't share. I just wanted to do a quick one. Honestly, I'm just a little bit delayed. Okay, so it says here that you or your representative, that's your attorney or whoever, has submitted a form I-485 application to register permanent residence or adjust status. Okay, and USCIS rejected your form because you provided I've made a video of this, guys. If you remember, you provided no response or multiple responses to certain questions on the form. However, due to processing delays at the U.S.CIS logbox facilities, the U.S.CIS was delayed in issuing you a rejection notice, and the note goes on to say that applicants who meet these criteria can can resubmit. Yeah, you may resubmit your I-485 together with a copy of the rejection notice for the initial filing. And so pretty much people who provided no response or multiple responses, and for example, one category of people would be the applicants who are seeking to add an adjustment of status in the EB1, EB2, EB3 immigrant categories. Okay. And their applications arrived between October 1st and December 31st, 2020. Yeah, it has more details on that, but pretty much just wanted to let you know that they're sending out invitations for resubmission. So, make sure you look out in the mail. And if you need help with trying to resubmit an I-485 or an adjustment of status packet, reach out to me. My number is right there below, and then I can help you. That's also my website. You can also reach us there, but the phone number is really quick. You just dial and then you have somebody answer you. So if you have any type of I-485 rejection, call me 802-7800-564, and then let's see how we can assist you. If you have any type of U.S. immigration law problem, again, call me and then I will assist you. As I tell you, I handle all types of U.S. immigration law problems and represent clients in all 50 states throughout the United States. Don't wait until you get a rejection, guys, because there are things you need to follow. And if a lot of people do, fill forms and submit applications, they face rejections. So, fortunately or unfortunately, it's not every rejected application that's going to get a resubmission that is going to be given the opportunity to resubmit. So this is just a one-off thing. So just make sure that when you're completing any application, you have the right help, because all these things are extra costs, and you pay more in the end for doing filing a misstep or doing something that you shouldn't have done, or not doing something that you should have done. So watch out for that, guys. Today was just a quick one. As I said, let me read a couple of comments and then we will leave. Okay. Johnny Richard Nelson is saying, thank you so much for joining. He says, good evening. Very good evening to you. Johnny Richard Nelson is saying, says, powerful. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. As always, it's been a pleasure hosting you at this afternoon tea party. I came to just spill the legal tea. So there really hasn't been any big update on immigration and amnesty. Just stay put, guys, because of the border issue. People are all over at the border. They simply don't want to move forward with immigration reform. So we need to see how that issue at the border will be resolved, and moving forward, we'll see what the senators and the House of Representatives will have. All right, guys. So just be safe and take care of yourselves until we meet again. Bye-bye.